Hoi, hoi, hoi. Hoi,
That's
that.
freaking my boy.
Franker Z, Franker Z, Franker Z.
My boy, Wally.
My boy, Dayomaan.
So guys, we're in for a treat today. You guys stayed up, and you guys got the best run ever planned for you right now. This is Spyro1, but without charging at all. We cannot use the square button, so I've actually ripped mine out of my controller. But without further ado, Wally, are you ready to get going? I'll give us the countdown whenever you're ready.
Let's go.
All right, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's gonna be tense. Here we go, boys. Strap in. Buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a long one. Just kidding. This is actually gonna be pretty damn quick for not being able to charge.
Yeah, I gotta hold my controller all weirdly at the start to make it work, so that I can like press my split button at the same time.
So straight off the bat, we're gonna be skipping Nester. We don't need Nester. We don't need Nester.
We don't need Nasty. Oh, I thought you said Nasty. I'm like, we don't need him. We skip Nasty. We do credit skip in this category.
Yeah, we're totally doing credits, yeah. And we're going to be starting off by doing Sunny Flight. Straight off the bat. This is purely because getting gems in this category is a lot more difficult because we're not able to destroy any like metal containers, kill most metal enemies, and just miss out on quite a lot of available gems. This really helps with gem routing.
Yeah, Wally's been doing a ton of like routing in the past, I would say like week to month of just like screwing around with this game and just trying to time things out. Because you'll start to see that as we try to collect gems, it really does slow us down the more gems we try to grab at once. So it's definitely in our best benefit to keep gliding around all over the place and going fast. But at the same time, we don't want to like be at a deficit of gems, which we already naturally are compared to an any % run.
Like, we kind of run into the same problem that Jay has. Because of Jay having such a funky movement tech, it's very easy to miss gems.
Yeah.
Like, whilst we're trying to glide around everywhere, which is the fastest form of movement without charging, we're going to be missing gems purely because Sparks doesn't pick up gems like that in this category, or in this game, rather.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, actually charging through stuff, like, definitely extends Sparks' like, kind of like hitbox or whatever you want to call it, where he sees the gems and like picks them up. So you got to be a little bit more, you got to be a little bit more gentle. You know what I'm saying? You got to caress this game.
Yeah.
You got to show it some love. So that's what we're here to do.
So we're in Stone Hill, the first level that is completely affected by not having charge. Going down the well, we have to do something a bit differently. We just have to sort of drop down through the hole instead of charge through. Now later on, I'm going to be attempting a spin jump. Dale's going to be attempting it as well, but I don't think Dale's going to be trying it for too long.
Hey, don't count me out yet, Wally. Don't count me out, bro. I got this.
I believe, man.
You gotta believe.
But yeah, like...
No, I'll only like try it once and then like quit. Just because I want to win this race so badly.
He needs his pride.
I'm probably gonna fail it, honestly. I know I'm gonna like miss a dragon or something. I already feel it.
But yeah, this spin jump is actually in place of the little jump charge, which is done in Ensign in order to get up onto this top area.
I came so close with that spin jump, but
Spyro turned the wrong way.
Okay, yeah, that's not worth it.
Alright, second try. There we go.
Dude, nice. So that's funny, we're like dead even now from that.
And again, this is another emulator versus console race.
Yeah, who's the better one? We'll find out. whoever wins this race basically is we're doing it for our not just ourselves, but for our entire community of people who play it on our platform. So we represent them and their best interests.
Like, the fact that I'm even accepting going emulator versus console is a very different format.
Just how much of a meme this category really is, you know. Like, me and Wally have been trying really. I don't know about you, Wally, but I've been trying really to take this category like seriously, like in air quotes. But it's hard for me to like really like optimize shit when like the main thing that lets you optimize stuff is like broken and like not available. So it's like just a funny like paradoxical kind of like thing.
So now we're in Town Square and we're going to be doing a number of damage abuses using these balls. If you take damage from the ball, it will launch you into the air. So we're going to be trying to use 2 of those in order to basically make this level convenient. And just like that, we're taking damage in order to get up to here for 4. And again, it's just purely for convenience. We could go all the way around and grab up some extra gems, but like, they are very slow. If you're detouring for any gems, you're not doing this category correctly. Alright, and we out of Town Square, boys.
Yes, sir. Dude, this is pretty neck and neck, I'm not gonna lie.
Now we're going to attempt to do the toasty wall ride that we've seen in all of the categories so far. I've nailed it.
Yeah, GG, me too.
Oh, me and Dayo keeping it close.
Dude, yeah, this is a clutch race. I don't mean, I always want to get these gems right here, but I know I shouldn't. Should have grabbed that guy's 5, honestly.
And that is it for Artisans. So definitely a lot slower than what any percent would normally do. Any percent would normally get about a sub 345 if you're good. But in this category, we look to sub 7 at least. But we have a whole bunch more gems up on the any percent.
Dude, I'd just like to ask the stream, dude, who is feeling super comfy tonight or this morning? Because I don't know about you guys, but I am just like super on a good vibe right now. I get to play my favorite game, my favorite person, Yeswally1. They're looking up. So now you'll start to see Wally and I's routes kind of deviate. Because I'm going into Night Fight right away, and he's going straight for Dry Canyon. So we'll see who's the faster one by the end of Peacekeepers.
Yeah, Dayo's route gets a few more gems early on, whereas my route sort of goes for gems quite late. Are you doing Terrace Village?
No.
Yeah. I don't think you
a small amount of timing I've done led me to the conclusion that doing Terrace Village is not worth not doing Terrace Village. That makes just for the sake of, again, going back to gems. Like, it is a little slower doing my versions of these routes, but it does get more gems, essentially, is the trade-off.
Doing small jumps upstairs. You generally want to try and keep Spyro on the ground as long as possible. in order to get him to do more glides. That is basically the main optimizations, is being able to maximize the amount of glide time you get. Which is why doing like doing smaller little wall glides as well also helps you out, because every time you spend in the air, you're saving frames at least. One of these days I'll get that double kill, and it will feel so good.
I know. I always miss that too. I'm gonna go with this.
It looks so easy, but it's just like, it isn't easy at all.
So I could have gone for a crazy wall glide there, but I definitely chickened out of it.
It's generally better to play safe if you are like restricted, like me and Dayomaan. So I have to wait around some of these enemies, the cannon enemies in this level. I should mention that they have a shield which is made of metal. However, they will lower it in order to attack at Spyro, so I have to wait for their shields to lower and then I can kill them. Oh god, the end of this dry canyon has been rough. I don't remember, do you do the longer dry canyon route? Or
I go to the chest, yeah, if that's what you're asking. I go to the key chest.
So dry canyon in any percent normally stops after grabbing Maximus, which is the dragon that you would normally get from gliding around the edge. However, in Chargeless, we're going all the way to the key chest purely because it gets us a few extra gems.
Yeah, going all the way to that chest gets us like, what, like 120 extra gems, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty significant.
Because one thing to note is that while some levels may be longer, some levels are going to be shorter, purely because one, some areas won't have enough gems, or two, their gems are just inaccessible.
Exactly. There's just a lot of inaccessible content that's otherwise accounted for in other categories. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, there's definitely enough for us to like beat the game like pretty confidently and comfortably.
Yeah, you can get a whole bunch of gems just not even charging. It's not outrageously restraining, but it definitely changes how you play. Faulty's PC and internet at Phoenix. So at the moment it may look like I'm very far ahead of Dayo, but that's because Dayo has Night Flight in hand. And so we will see what happens after Ice Cavern about who is ahead. Why not? I killed the vulture, I might as well grab his gem. I'm never really sure about what I'm doing in the vulture section of Clifftown.
Yeah, I try to just optimize the movement more than the gems there. I do kill a couple of vultures, but just like the most like inner most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Alright,
There's
leaving
only like
Clifftown.
there's only like 2 vultures I think that even have blue gems that are on the way. That's bad.
So because Dayo did Night Flight, he doesn't have to use this cannon. Meanwhile, because I'm doing Night Flight now, I have to use the cannon in order to gain access to it. I said it would be after Ice Cavern, it's actually more after like Dr. Shamp that our routes come back into being the same. There's just going to be a few deviations in terms of what gems we're grabbing up. That is definitely not preferable. I think at that point you have to do terrace. Okay, just finishing up Night Flight.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, come on,
man. I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling good about this run.
I want this thief. There we go. Finally got the thief. So in terms of thieves for this category, thieves are not easy to really come by, but we make it work. So we'll be there, boys. We'll be there.
Yeah, thieves are like pretty much free in this game if you just like play the game at all.
Alright, I'm entering Dr. Shamp.
Same here. I'm
So
like
now
behind you still.
So now our routes are definitely going to collide here.
Yeah.
We're going to be both in the same level.
And interestingly, this level we can choose to kind of hang back and grab a couple more gems. And that could be one option.
So I'm definitely doing a lot of things differently to how Dayo will do them. Dayo's going to be grabbing up all of his gems on the first pass through. I'm actually going to be coming back and grabbing gems on my way back to the start after getting the gem. Which is just one of the various routing differences that me and Dayo have. And it's basically just preferable. Preference. That word took way too long.
Words, how do you do them?
It's because I said way too many words last night, yeah.
And rip Dr. Shamp. We don't need Dr. Shamp on this.
Yeah. Alright, and now I'm leaving Dr. Shamp.
Yeah, I'm out of Shamp too.
So Ice Cannons are going to have a bit of a deviation from the Enibson route. Instead of getting all 5 of the dragons, we're actually
all messed up.
That's fine.
Yeah, sorry if it's like if the audio is messing up. Let me know if the audio is like delayed or going ahead or anything. I mean, keep in mind, my game capture is not gonna just look as good as Wally because he's on an emulator. But
I mean,
also my capture card might be fucking up, like you said.
Felix, you could fade between the two. Like, I don't have Dayo's voice on my stream. I'm currently using my iPad as the way of being in the call.
Damn, dude, Phoenix typing a storm here in the chat. I can't even keep up with it. But I hope it's okay. I hope we're good.
Just positive vibes.
But
let's keep these positive vibes going.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to like change my game audio or just like refresh my capture card, whatever. I can do all that. Just let me know, Phoenix. I got you.
Yeah, as you can really see, there's not really that many good gems. Dayo's going for the key chest, I'm not. Which again is another preference thing between me and Dayo. It's just a whole bunch of these small little things. But grabbing the 4th dragon by the vortex and then you just leave.
In the end, I'm a little oh, audio is delayed a little bit. Alright, so I'll make the audio go forward a bit. No worries, give me a sec. I'll do it when I exit level.
Gosnold. Hecking Gosnold, what's up, my guy?
Hold on, let me hit the balloonist real quick. So yeah, definitely lost a little bit of time to, what's his name? To Wally. Whoever that guy is.
I don't exist.
Time because I went for the gem box. And honestly, I'm glad I did.
I would definitely recommend what Dayo's gem routing is if you ever want to pick up this category. My gem routing can be quite like risky.
Alright, so is this audio a little bit better now, stream? Or did I just make it worse? I'm not sure if I turned the synchronization the right way or not. But hopefully it's like a little better now. If I need to do it more, just let me know. I might need to do it more because I'm not like. Actually, I can sound check it right now too. Let me just hop into Alpine Ridge real quick, and I'll get cracking on all that. Get wrecked.
So whereas with other categories you have to rely on cycles, we're just hoping the cycles don't fuck us. Like that. I just had the perfect example.
Like a second ahead now? Okay. Put it to 0 too. Alright, is this better?
Our boy Dayo doing his.
See, this is what happens. I gotta test the audio a little better. My capture card just desyncs from my audio. It's really annoying. So I have to like resync it. God dang it, dude! I can't handle these stairs. Come on, you got this.
That was funky.
That's perfect now? Okay, thank you.
Just looking at what that gem was doing from that.
We did it, guys. We're back on comfy mode. Oh, I'm not supposed to get these gems. But yeah, if stuff starts getting haywire again, just bug me in the chat and I'll fix it. Can I make this? Yes! Dude, this run is blessed.
No! Alright, is this guy gonna completely wreck me? There's an enemy near the end of Alpine Ridge who will just
bonk your head against the stairs. Yeah, dude. SRT is a whole nother animal, dude. I don't think I can I can't handle it. My brain can't handle playing SRT. It's just too much. Like after playing this game for like years and years and years, like I just can't get used to a new version of this game.
How dare my video game get changed? I cannot.
But also the load times are just garbage. I'm sorry, for me, unacceptable.
I also really like how they use the adventure continues as their transition. That doesn't work. In this, it's just oh, you leave the level, you go through the loading screen, and there's the smooth transition.
It's they're like, okay, so we're gonna make the loading screens 3 times as long. The graphics super amazing, but during the level transitions, okay, Spyro can flame or do a spin, okay, and then it'll be okay that there's long loading time. That was the thought process, I guess.
People get to mess around.
Yeah, people get to have fun. Loading.
We realize people will get bored.
Oh, my kitty's outside. Hold on, I gotta let him in. Little fatty cat.
They're doing all of this maintenance during the run. I feel bad.
You did what?
You're doing all of this maintenance during the run.
No, I know. I have to take care of it. It's all good. My cat's just being. I don't know if you can hear him in my mic. He's meowing like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, I hear him.
He's like, meow. What a cutie. He's a super fatty too. Alright, let's see here. Chat, I wish you guys can just pat my cat for a sec. He needs some attention. Let's get this. Come on. Oh!
Alright, so High Caves, Dale's going to be showing off a pretty interesting wall ride, whilst I'm going to be showing off a really interesting thief mechanic. For whatever reason, the thief that I'm going to be going for is kind of stupid, and he's just going to jump right down towards me after I manipulate him to go away.
Oh, I keep going up that. I instinctively go up the supercharge ramp every time. I can't help it.
I go up it slightly, just so that I can have a bit more glide time. But I don't think it's worth what I do, actually. But yeah, so now that the thief is up there, I'm just going to jump towards him, he's going to fall down, and I'm just going to flame him.
Alright.
Still getting this? Hell yeah. They're giving us the treatment of wall rides.
Oh man, my splits are all screwed up.
I'm going to be attempting a wall ride here. I didn't get it. We're going from wall glide to wall glide. Because we have to try and get past this druid that raises the wall. Okay, there we go. Finally got it.
Yeah, we're neck and neck now.
And
nice. Got dragon
entering crystal fight. Me and Dayo keeping it tight.
Dude, this is a tight race. I'm liking it.
We'll see what happens later on. Who will be under gemmed, who will be over gemmed. Is Dayo gonna have to make the ultimate sacrifice and go to Lofty Castle?
Dude, I'm... Oh my gosh, I hope not.
Like, if it's tight now, it might be tight for a while, but it can all change with how good our gems are. I don't think I've really dropped any sort of gems yet.
I've dropped some gems, but I've also gotten extra. I don't know how it'd be though. That's how it be sometimes.
I got a really good, I got the instant animation skip, so we're keeping it alive, boys.
Yeah, keep it alive. Oh.
Wizard Peak. So Wizard Peak is a level that is heavily affected. Wizard Peak is very reliant on the supercharge mechanic. For obvious reasons, we're not allowed to use the supercharge.
Why are we allowed to use the supercharge?
Because it involves a charge.
I don't get it. What is this? Is this a speedrun?
I think so.
I hope when people come by this stream that they realize that it's a speedrun and not like a casual blind race. But
I don't think casuals just casually miss things, so we should be good. So I did a little proxy. At the start, I did a squeeze proxy. Oh, well, a squeeze animation type of proxy. That gets me 17 extra gems. They're just decent backup gems. And now let's see if I can get this triple kill.
I'm in kind of a funny predicament right now. So there's 4 fucking wizards right here, and oh, I almost did it. No, I had to get the wizard first, or I had to get the dragon first because I had no sparks going against 4 of the super fat boy wizards. These guys are just known for just sniping the hell out of you, so no way I was gonna do that one sparksless.
The wizards.
But thankfully we didn't lose too much time because we got that dragon and respawned super quick.
That is one thing to be definitely aware of, is enemies are so much harder when you can't charge.
Yeah, definitely. Like Guantanamo Bay is like, if you thought it was like hard in like the actual speed runs, like in Misty Bog, like it's just so ridiculous here. Just annoying. Like those levels are annoying without like being limited from the charge.
Yeah. With a peak down, and we're gonna head off to the second boss of the run, Blowhard. And Blowhard is where we're gonna be grabbing quite a lot of gems. All the gems in this level.
Speaking of gems, I just saw our 2 gem counts going into Blowhard right now, and I'm only like above you by about like 50 or 60, like less than 100. We're pretty like dead even. It's really interesting actually.
But yeah, you definitely get a lot more gems early on, whilst I'm more of... I load the back end of the run with gems.
Well, the way I see it is like I try to skip gems early on, like in Artisans and early Peacekeepers, but then starting in Ice Cavern, I start to go like for like the chest there. I start to go for a couple extra gems in Magic Crafters,
Like mine
so
and
that's where,
Dayo's
like,
gems are definitely.
even then in Peacekeepers, I get more gems just in the home world there. So that's where it really gets like kind of like. I don't know.
Like, me and Dayo's gem counts are definitely going to keep deviating from who's gonna have more.
It's like interesting because I feel like I've been like actually missing a few gems, but I'm still on like a good gem count. And you've been like, you said you've been like nailing a lot of like the gems you've been going through, right?
I think I have extra at the moment, so.
Okay, that's good. That means we both have extra then. So that's pretty hype.
Yeah, blow hard there, just a whole bunch of gems. They're all very, very worth it. And we're coming out of Peacekeepers.
Yeah. Magic Crafters.
Magic Crafters. It's 9 in the morning.
Dude, it's like 1 in the morning for me. It is so late. I love it.
But you're pumped up on lugs. I'm pumped up on nothing. And my stomach's making me very aware of this.
Don't go on the terrace. I'm gonna win the terrace, dude. Swear to God. Kind of a blue. No, he's not worth my time.
Damn, I didn't want to take that damage. That was a stupid damage to take.
Alrighty.
Wildflight. Here we go, boys. Yeah, our gem counts going into Wildflight are very, very similar.
Yeah, I know. This is like the closest race I think we've ever had. I'm actually really hyped up about that.
Like, normally we have like someone who storms ahead and someone who tends to struggle. But in this race, I think we've both just kind of been playing the game really well. All of our route differences have been the major affecting points. Like, if I do things a bit slower than Dayo, then Dayo keeps up. And then if Dayo does something slower than me, then I catch up.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it kind of balances out in a way.
Sparks missed that 5. I hope he didn't miss that 5. Alright, Misty Bog.
Hype up.
So this is definitely a level where the order of standings can change. If one of us just keeps getting wrecked by this level, then...
Yeah, this is like where actual skill is going to start to come into play.
The frogs are quite a bit tamer if you're not charging, which is sort of quite nice. Like, they're definitely not free though. Like,
yeah,
you have
especially
to be
when they're,
careful.
because I think especially these frogs in this first area here, they take a long time to move into their position where they're like actually going to stand. So that kind of holds them up a little bit, thankfully.
Alright, Zeke. So now you can manipulate these hogs to kill the knife guys. I don't know if Dayo does some of this. I don't.
I really don't. Is it worth it to do it?
I don't think so. I don't think our gems are necessarily great.
If they have blues, it might be worth it.
I think there's like one blue. That you can manipulate those hogs to kill the knife guys. Makes that area there a bit easier, just in terms of like casuals. However, coming up now is just the hell bridge.
The hell bridge, where all of your inputs get dropped all the time.
Like, you can take damage so easily here because of how many knife guys there are.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have made it through that on the scale.
Yeah, I got none. I took no damage either. I did a bit more of a riskier strat where I used the little beams on the side. But it worked out. Alright, I'm gonna go to Guantanamo. Who knows how well this is gonna go on green. Now, I took my damage. Alright, I'm through. I'm through at least.
Yeah, I'm just getting through. I'm Sparkless. I missed a couple gems in there. Yeah, I am through as well.
And last few gems and leaving.
Dang, dude, we are like neck and neck. You're a little bit ahead of me right now, I think. Very lit.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how our gems are like. So coming up is another route deviation from me and Dayo. I'm going to be going out of my way for a few extra gems here in Treetops. Purely just for convenience.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm going to be doing the vortex strat here, just making my way over to this area over here. Quite a few decent gems. Also a plethora of things that barely want to load in, because you're not supposed to be here this early. Am I making it? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Dayo is going to be momentarily ahead, but I'm defabusing now.
Alright, here we go. Cool jump alert.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go for that.
Such a good strat.
Oh my god, I love this category, dude. It's starting to like wear on me mentally a little bit, gotta be honest. I'm glad to like go back to 120. Especially now that Hummel is like kind of like egging me on a little bit. We got a PB today, so now I'm like, shit, like I gotta start playing again.
This category is just an amazing chill category to play with your friends.
Yeah, this is definitely a chill category, that's what I would call it. Like, you could just try to chill out, have a beer, take it easy. Like
Alright, time for me to do the jump. Very, very, very nice.
Yeah, I see that. GG Wally. So exiting this place with significantly less gems than Wally. But,
And you're gonna be ahead for a bit though.
But yeah, I will be ahead for a sec, so hopefully we can keep that lead.
But this is all based on how the Metalhead fight's gonna go for both of us, because we can lose a lot of time here.
Yeah, Metalhead. Okay, so in this category, we have to make Metalhead destroy himself, as you'll see once we reach his fight. Because as you know, he's made of metal. And he is an asshole.
He can do a number of attacks. He can use an enemy, he can use a quicker attack, he can use a slower widespread attack. We kind of want him to use enemies mostly. The widespread attack works for quite a few scenarios. But
yeah, we don't want the circles.
Yeah. The circles are very ineffectual. If they happen, then if we can at least destroy one pole with them, then it's all good.
No, so if you can get one pole per attack, then that's usually fine as long as you get a couple extra 2s or 3s in there. Yeah. But ideally, you'd want to get as many of those as possible. Should have probably grabbed that life.
In an early iteration of the Chargeless route, Metalhead fight wasn't actually done.
Yeah, that was dumb on my part because I was severely under-gemmed by the end of the run. Severely under-gemmed.
But just from how many gems you can get in Metalhead himself, it's actually very worthwhile.
Yeah. Well, how many gems do you get from the chest? Because what I'm starting to wonder now is whether we should for the key or not. I'm convinced that the fight gets you a ton of gems, but the actual key chest itself, I'm not sure if it's worth going out of the way for.
I think that area gets you about 45 gems.
Oh, I see. So that on top of whatever's in the chest.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the 2 10 spring chests, and then I think there's 22 gems in the chest.
Ooh, missed a double kill right there. But he did. Oh, and he wasted an attack. That's annoying. Well. Okay. They're not getting my money's worth out of this first cycle. Didn't get 2 doubles.
Alright, I'm grabbing the dragon. Let's see what's gonna happen. Starts off with circles. Alright, this should be an easy double, yeah. It's another good double. Now use the enemy, preferably. That hit the front one now. Let's just go. Alright, very good first phase. Nothing but doubles.
Oh my god, God. Come on, nope. Not looking good.
But yeah, I'll count these gems for you, Dayomaan. 22, and then there's 24 in the chest.
Yeah, I might start skipping the key. We'll see.
Oh,
I might skip the key.
What a terrible start to phase 2.
I'm almost done with phase 2.
Optimally, you would want the circle attack. Because it is a fast attack, and that pole that we start off with is on its own. Right. Not really viable to get just doubles in this phase. There's going to be a lot of singles. Enemy? I would like the enemy at some point. Okay. So yeah, very slow phase 2, but There we go. So that was a chance to sort of gain quite a few gems time up on Dayo, but we both had our fair share of bad luck.
Yeah, Metalhead is just kind of a butt.
It's very annoying it being late on in the run.
All right, 24 seconds ahead.
Nice.
My splits. Stoked. For once, I'm on a good pace and I have everything I need, from what I can tell.
That's when you realise you're so low on gems, though.
Yeah, that's when you realize, like, yeah, oh no, this is not good.
Never take your gems for granted. Also, can the spin jump work? Thank you. There we go. So in Dreamweavers, a major route deviation from 90% is that we're going to be entering Dark Passage. Dark Passage is the best gem level in Dreamweavers. It's so much better than Haunted Towers and Lofty Castle. And we're looking to grab a very large amount of gems here. Alright, how many gems am I going to have entering Dark Passage? Let's see. $48.63, so yeah, I'm on a really good gem value. I think I'm going to be doing quite a short Jacques.
No dragons. No.
And at this point of the game, we don't need dragons, so you need to try and skip all 5 of the dragons in Dark Passage. Now this level can be quite cycle-based in terms of these lamp fools.
Dude, that was crazy. One of the archery guys just like totally sniped a dog for me. That was just like brutal. Headshot.
It's kind of interesting to see in like that enemy interaction, just like how their arrows can kill other enemies.
Yeah, like why did the programmers even make that a thing?
It makes sense, but it's just like to actually go through all of that effort in order to basically make this interaction possible. That was risky from me. I was Spyrothon and I decided I was just going to walk by a turtle. You just got a dragon.
Oh, thank you for telling me that. I'm like, yep, got plenty of time to chill now.
Dayo showcasing that it's very, very easy to get a dragon in this level.
Like, I'll never learn, dude. Like, I'm a tried and true 120% player. I'll never stop getting dragons for as long as I live. Yeah, I gotta resist the urge. Not get this one.
Okay, going near the end of Dark Passage.
Yeah, same.
It definitely seems like I've gotten a few more gems than you have.
In Dark Passage?
Yeah.
I ended with about 350.
I'm going to be ending with quite a bit more. 364.
Nice.
Which means that I have 52-24 leaving Dark Passage. Which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm like at 51 something. I hope that's gonna be okay. Oh, nope, I screwed up. I went for a dragon, but I didn't get it, but I still wasted time.
Yeah, going for that dragon is actually kind of a very big loss. Because you... Also, because we cannot charge, we cannot kill these guys when they are small, so we just have to hit one of them and don't worry about the other.
Though it is possible to do like a little damage boost off of them, that may be possible chargeless, I think it is, but we still opt to go to the cannon because there's a lot of gems on the way.
We have to make up for gems wherever we possibly can.
Oh no. Oh, I fell down. This is not good.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Even if you're trying not to go too fast.
At least I didn't die. Like, if I'd have died, that would have been like way worse.
Right. It's definitely a showcase of this game isn't easy without the charge in terms of speedrunning. Like, you can mess up quite heavily still and make mistakes like that.
Yeah, Phoenix. Believe it or not, Phoenix, the Metalhead fight is worth doing. There's that many gems there. There's just like several hundred that we cannot ignore. How long is the fight? Like what, 2-3 minutes?
It varies, but it's still very good gems compared to everything else.
Yeah. You get like close to 300 gems during that whole fight, right?
It's like closer to 200.
Oh, I see.
But like, if you get a really good fight, then the gem efficiency is through the roof compared to everything else. $56.36. Yeah, I'm on very, very good gems. So that puts me on 56.51, which means I need 348, which means that I need 173 gems by the time I get to top. Which is easily doable. So I'm actually going to do a Death Abuse roll in here.
I have a couple extra gems right here.
Grabbing these gems is definitely going to make my gem route very easy. So I might as well grab these and play it safe. Whee!
So I need to get like 400 gems in Jock, which is kind of a lot.
Yeah. I think you have to go to the other area if you want to just get all your gems in Jock at that point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think there's enough guarded by charge. .166? No, that's not right. Can't do anything with 166. There we go. So down to fight Jacques. And then from here, the run doesn't really get any easier. However, in Nasty's world, there's quite a lot you can mess up. Like, you're definitely...
I'm an idiot.
That sucks.
I'm going downhill, but it's okay.
I believe in you.
I'm pretty sure I'm like under gemmed anyways. I'll be happy if I can get out of here without the right amount of gem. I have to death abuse again, I think?
Yeah. But
And I guess while I'm... No, I'll have to go back to... Yeah.
I'm not even sure
I
what
could
the
do like
hell
3
I did
death
there.
abuses. So I have to like... Just keep on doing it.
So yeah, I'm now entering Nasty's world. Nork Cove is significantly more difficult in Chargeless. As well as Nasty Nork himself. Like, Dayo could easily catch up if I'm like struggling here. I'm definitely not being given this race still.
Come on, Wally, I need you to screw up, bro.
We'll see what happens. So I'm going to be attempting a little bait tactic here. I'm going to be making him lift his barrel so that he doesn't lift it as fast as when I want to actually try and get TNT work. And yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in jock for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely could have taken care of gems a little bit better. But it's all good.
but yeah, TNT work is very much a thing still with Chargeless. It's just how you approach it is a bit different.
Oh, I'm supposed to death abuse right now. Yeah, it's
Twilight Harbor is quite civil. Like, you do have to fear the enemies sort of getting a lock onto you, but generally taking a good route through the level will get you a decent chance to just survive. I don't want to be no sparks for this last part.
okay, finally exiting jock.
Like, the end of Twilight Harbor is quite a gauntlet. Ah, that's annoying. That's quite a lot of time lost. And no Phoenix, AHT isn't HD. This is the part where Dayo is going to catch up.
I hope so, dude.
Oh god, ah! Twilight Harbor, deadly as always.
No, I'm still on Cove, dude. You're good.
What is up with this guy? Why won't he die? There we go. Ah. I'm barely surviving in Twilight Harbor.
No, dude. Oh my god, so annoying.
And now it's time for Nasty Nork. So one problem that you might be thinking is, doesn't Nasty Nork run away? Yes.
Yeah. Wally, how are you gonna get past Nasty Nork if he can run faster than you? You can't charge. He just makes you run around the track endlessly, right? So technically you're at a bottleneck and can't complete the run, you freaking
Yeah.
you nerd.
I suppose I'm just gonna have to open Cheat Engine and just freeze Nasty Nork in place for a
I
bit.
knew that's why you use emulator, Wally. I knew it the whole time. Just so you can beat me in this one race.
Let me load up my Cheat Engine. Alright, let's set that value to 69. That value has to be 420.
Has to be 420 on one of them for sure.
That one is 1337 and that one is 666, boys. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of failed in making Nasty stop running. But by just doing a jump like that, we can trigger Nasty North to run around his entire lap, whilst all we're doing is standing here. So there he is. Just have a look. And so Nasty immediately runs into us and we get the first hit. Now it's very much a race of how fast can you do this chargeless. If you're slow, you will fail this. If you're fast enough, you will easily make this. But it's definitely not an easy thing to do off the first try.
Players challenge.
And I have now hit Nasty for the second time, and that is him out for the count.
GG, Wally.
So that was a 105.
Nice. We did a 105. Nice.
Not too shabby.
Hopefully I'll be like 106 or something like that. That'd be nice. Be a new PB either way. Otherwise I know it's super choke right now.
Yeah. I feel when my VLC just crashed, so I can't watch my boy Day. Get him.
Just watch me on the stream.
No, I'm getting you back up. There we go.
Yeah, hopefully my game audio wasn't too awful, Phoenix. I know it was a little delayed for a minute.
What is up after this? Hey, AHT, any percent?
Oh, dang, oh my god, so nice. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So
that's definitely a cause for this run doesn't end until that final trick. Like, this category is not easy. Do not take this category for granted.
You know, that trick is like the reason that I started like kind of thinking that this category was cool, because I was like, man, you can actually do that? That's like awesome, you know?
As well, as much as that makes the category cool, it also makes the category kind of scary. Because you could be on a really good pace and then just
fucking suck. It's okay. We got this.
But if you're like on
I just hope I can beat my PB now at this point. I need to beat a 109, dude. If I can do that, I'll be happy. Just need to get this jump, bro. It's not that hard.
Yeah, if you're on a really good pace and you end up doing that, you can lose several minutes to that trick.
Yeah, I mean, just look at this. Gliding around the course, like, it's easily like, at least like a minute.
Like, first runs of this, you'll generally lose about 5 or 6 minutes to doing this. And it's not really a case of you're not doing it correctly, you won't turn, well, you're also doing it incorrectly because you're either too afraid to turn late, or you end up overextending, or you don't turn like sharp enough. There's so many variables to that trick that it's sort of annoying in the end.
Yeah, this whole category is just annoying, but I'm glad we got a decently like routed run now. That kind of makes sense for us. It was a fun like chill race. I like it. This is definitely like this is the 2 a.m. special right now.
It's definitely interesting seeing like different variations between runners, and yeah, time there for Dayo.
Sorry I took so long.
GG, guys.
And that was Chargeless any percent by me, Yeswally1, and the ever so great
So now there's order again in the Dragon
That's where
Kingdom?
you come in.
Well, mostly.
Oh, yeah.
Treasure pickup.
So
Too
yeah,
late,
guys,
son.
I hope you guys were like super
I'd say
comfy
the sky's
during
the
this.
limit.
Whoever's like watching this still, I know it's like super late. But
Yeah.
you know, I just want to say big thank you to Phoenix for letting Wally and I do this category. I know it's like it's kind of a meme, so it's like it's really cool that he's letting us like play it, you know, because we really like this category. It's a
I'm just glad I get to do so many memes.
What were you saying, Wally?
I'm just glad I get to do so many memes.
Wally's the king of Spyro meme speedruns. So if you have any questions about anything, just ask him. At School of Spyro.
But don't at me.
Don't at me, dude. I'll at you whenever I want, Wally. So you at me all the time, man. I always be good. Added, bro.
God damn it, Finnis.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Zendo Toaster.
I don't think we have much more to say. We're gonna hand over to Zeuspot, who will do a hero style, 50%. So good luck to
Congrats,
him.
guys. Cheers.
See you
Love
later.
you guys. Go Spyro.